Hello everyone, this is King Kong IoT. This video, I will show you a solution that COLB or COLBS. You can automatically control many controllers. Before we have used this COL, we have used this RS232 cable with this RS232 cable for relay controller. But in this time, you can use this RS485 interface. You can see I can connect with this RS485, RS485, and RS485, all this in one bus line, one RS485 bus line, so that you can use this COL logic controller, control many controller, like the relay controller and the dimmer. So it supports max 254 peaks of the controller. Now you can see I can use only one. I can control this output, and this output. These are sensor input. I have connected with the door sensor. You can see I can toggle for controlling every controller output. Toggle the input of the door sensor, and you will see the relay is on, and the dimmer is controlling the lamp is on. So it sends command to this first one, and the second one, and the third one, and it can also automatically turn off. This third is off, the second is off, and the one is off. So I will tell you how to define this customer command sent to this controller. Let's look at the computer. Okay, this is our COL software. You can use any COL, COLB, or COLBS. We can log in by the IP and the port. We can click connect. And now we can go to the customer size. And this is the window we can define the customer size command. So at first we can test with the H32BS, let it output control your lamp on and off. So we can see this is our first RS485, the address is 0, 1. So we call it is 1. And we can see this is the command. This command, how to generate, you can see our document of the H32BS RS485 Modbus protocol. This is our Modbus protocol of H32BS. So you can do anything, read the input and control the output on and off. So this video take example for turn on the light 1 and turn off the light 1. So we can see this is a code. We just can copy and paste to test the command. So we can copy this command and to the CL's PC software window and checkbox and click the hex because we use the hex format. You can see this is our first controller. This is RS485 address is 1, and this is relay 1 output. This is MOSFET output channel 1. We can see this LED. We will turn on and turn off. Now let's send the command by the PC software. And you can see the LED is on. So this is test for the command sent by the PC software. We can also send a turn off command. You can see this LED. And this LED is off. So this is how to send the command to the address 1 controller, the first one controller. Now we can change to the second controller. This is the second controller of H32BS. This address is 2. And we can also turn on and turn off the channel 1 MOSFET output. Now we can test it. We can send the turn on 1 channel on. Now you can see this is on. And we can also send a command for off. And we just can copy and paste the command and send. You can see this is off. And now we can test for the D8, the dimmer controller. Okay, this is our the third controller. This is dimmer. We can use this channel 1 output, and the address is 3. Okay, now we can turn on the lamp, or we can change any % of the brightness of this lamp. We can send command by RS485 to this address. And you can see the light is on, and according to our brightness %. And we can send another command to change the brightness by this RS485. Okay, now this is turn off, and you can send by 0 to 99% of the brightness by this RS485 by the COLB controller. Okay, let's look at how to make this FTD command on the PC software of the COLBS. Okay, now we're ready to make the FTD command. So the first time we need to use the define command. We just copy and paste this command. And the first command, because we have used the hex mode, so we can check the hex. And this is white to the current, the number 1 of the user define command. And now we can create the number 2. This number 1 and the number 2 is the customer define command, not FTD command. And we can paste the number 2 and write to the number 2 customer command. And the third one, and just create, save, create, save, create, save. You can save this customer define. And this is number 4. And now this is for the dimmer. The dimmer we have used the ANSI stream. So not click the hex. That is for ANSI code. So just create the number 5. This is the stream, and the 6, command 6. This is turn to 0, just off. This 6 and white. Okay, now we have create and all the customer define command to the COL. Now we begin to create the FTDT command. And first we can edit number 1 command. If the digital input 1, just my door sensor is triggered, and hold on for the 1 second. And also you can change to 0.1, it will be very quickly fast. And click then command, we can add the then command is send command to RS485, and choose which number you have saved. Number 1, add to then. And then we can add to the next command, number 3. Number 3 is turn on the second HBS, and the number 5 is turn on the dimmer, the brightness, change the brightness, and add. Now we can turn on relay 1 of the second controller and turn on relay 1 of the third controller. First controller and the third is the dimmer. And now we can turn off all these controllers. Just change number 2 and 4 off, and the 4 is also for off, and the 6 is also for off the dimmer. And all these commands create, and just click apply. And now the function is made by yourself, and we can test again. So now you can use the door sensor for triangle, like this door sensor, just input 1 triggered, and you can see this is number 1, and this is number 1, and the dimmer. So all these controllers have automatic control by this COL logic controller, auto off and auto on. This is how to use. Thanks for watching.